I'm Kaikasha, your English teacher. I welcome you all to this session. How are you children? I hope you all are doing good. Children, let us begin this session with a beautiful thought. Believing in yourself is the first secret to success. I repeat, believing in yourself is the first secret to success. Okay children, so before going to the syllabus portion of this academic year, let me ask you some questions. Okay, so how many times do you have food in a day? Yes, 3 times. Okay, morning breakfast, afternoon lunch and dinner at night. Okay, so which meal does your whole family have together? Yes, lunch, breakfast or dinner, anyone. So whole family should sit together and have. Okay, children, do you help your parents to lay the table or put food on the table? Yes, we will help our parents while keeping food on the table. Understand? So we are going to read a poem about a boy called Fidgety Philip. Okay, so the poem is The Story of Fidgety Philip. So what is the name of the poem? The Story of Fidgety Philip. The poem has been written by Henrik Hoffmann. Henrik Hoffmann. Understand? So children, what do you mean by fidgety? Does anyone know what is fidgety means? Yes, fidgety means restless, impatient. Fidgety means restless, impatient. A person who won't sit at one place. Okay, goes on moving or doing naughty things and making others irritate. Okay, so a person does not sit still. He keeps moving around and touching things. So what is fidgety means? A person does not sit still. Means he won't sit at one place. Okay, he keeps moving around and touching things. Understand? Before going to the poem, let us read the meanings. Beg. Beg means told. Tumbling. Falling suddenly. Understand? So these are the meanings. Now let us read the poem. The Story of Fidgety Philip. So all of you listen it carefully. Let me see if Philip can be a little gentleman. Let me see if he is able to sit still for once at table. Does Papa beg, Phil behave, and Mama look very grave? But Fidgety Phil, he won't sit still. He wriggles and giggles, and then I declare, swings backward and forwards and tilt up his chair. Just like any rocking horse, Philip, I am getting cross. See the naughty restless child, growing still more rude and wild, till his chair falls over quite. Philip screams with all his might, catches at the clock, but then that makes matter worse again. Down upon the ground they fall, glasses, plates, knives, forks and all. How Mama did fret and frown when she saw them tumbling down. And Papa made such a face, Philip is in sad disgrace. Where is Philip, where is he? Fairly covered up, you see. Cloth and all are lying on him. He has pulled down all upon him. What a terrible to do. Dishes, glasses, snapped in two. Here is knife and there a fork. Philip, this is cruel work. Table also bad. And poor Papa and poor Mama look quite cross and wonder how they shall have their dinner now. So this is the poem of the story of Fidgety Philip. So children, here in this poem, the poet is saying that how to behave at the table. So he is trying to tell us the table manners through this poem. Okay, so let us see. Let me see if Philip can be a little gentleman. Gentleman means polite, well-mannered man. So he wanted to see Philip as a gentleman. Let me see if he is able to sit still for once at the table. So the poet wanted to see Philip to sit at one place at the table. He wanted to see at once. Okay. Thus Papa bade Phil behave. So by seeing the behavior of Philip, fidgety Philip, Papa told. Who's Papa? Philip's Papa. Father told to behave properly. Okay. And Mama looked very grave. Grave means looking seriously. So seeing the mischievous things of Philip, Mama looking seriously at him, and she was watching him seriously and with angry face. Okay. But fidgety Phil, he won't sit still. But this naughty child, the poet is saying, but this naughty child, he won't sit still. He won't sit at one place. He wriggles and giggles. Wriggles means twisting or turning body. So what he's doing, he is turning and twisting his body. Who? Fidgety Philip. And giggles and laughing in a silly way. Okay. Without any reason, he was laughing. And then I declare that the poet says that he swings backwards and forwards and tilt up his chair. So what he was doing, fidgety Philip, he was swinging his chair backward and forward and tilt up his chair and taking his chair into a sloping motion. Understand? Just like any rocking horse. So how he was doing, just like a rocking horse. Rocking horse is a toy. When you sit on it, it takes you backward and forward. Okay. I am getting cross. Cross means angry. See the naughty restless child. Restless means moving around, not sit still. Okay. Growing still more rude and wild. Rude means bad mannered and wild means treating harshly. So what the poet is saying that Philip is not at all listening to his parents. His parents gets angry. His parents getting angry. Okay, on Philip. So again and again he is repeating the same thing. So he is growing more rude means he is behaving bad mannered. Okay, he is behaving in a bad manner and treating harshly. He was not at all listening. Understand? Till his chair falls over quite. So he is doing the same thing till his chair fall down. Okay. Philip screams with all his might. So Philip screamed with his power, with his strength. Okay. Catches at the cloth. So along with him he catches tablecloth. But then the makes matter worse again. So what happened? The matter became worse. Okay, what happened? Along with him, along with the chair, along with him, what all fall, children? Tablecloth, and what all the things kept on the table, all the things had fall. Down upon the ground they fall, glasses, plates, knives, forks and all. So on the ground, what all fall? Chair, Philip, tablecloth and all the things kept on the table, glasses, plates, knives, forks and all fall down. How Mama did fret and frown. Fret means getting irritated, okay, and frown means wrinkles on forehead. You too angry. So Mama became fret and frown, means getting irritated and angry on Philip. Who? Mama. When she saw them tumbling down, when she saw all the things falling down, she became fret and frown. And Papa made such a face. So Papa made such a face. Philip is in sad disgrace. Disgrace means a person who behaves shameful manner. Okay. So feeling ashamed. So here Philip is feeling ashamed because of all that thing happened. So because of seeing his father's face, he feels ashamed of himself. Understand? Where is Philip? Where is he? So his parents are asking, where is Philip? Where is he? Fairly covered up, you see. So he was covered up with the tablecloth. cloth and all are lying on him. So he was covered up with the cloth, and all the things which was kept on the table has fallen on him. He has pulled down all upon him. So everything has fallen on him. What a terrible to do. Now what? There is a confusion. What to do now? Okay, what to pick up? Whether to Philip or whether to dishes or whether to tablecloths. There is a confusion. Dishes, glasses snapped in two. So whatever dishes, glasses kept on the table all broken into two. Here a knife and there a fork. So here knife fall and there forks, all things fall on the floor. Philip, this is cruel work. So what the poet is saying, Philip, this is a cruel work. Okay. The table also bare. Bare means uncovered. Table is uncovered, empty. Understand? So table also bare. And poor papa and poor mama. So what poor papa and poor mama look quite cross. Means they are angry. They are angry on Philip because due to his naughtiness, due to his bad manners or misbehavior, mischievous things, whatever he does at the table, because of him, Papa and Mama became angry. Okay, and wonder how they shall have their dinner now. Now nothing is left on the table. All the things fall down on the ground. Now what they should have dinner now? So they are wondering how to have dinner now. Understand? So this is about the poem, the story of Fidgety Philip. Understand, children? So how to behave at the table, children? You have to learn table manners. Always you should be polite and well-mannered at the table. Okay, you have to learn the discipline of table. So let us learn some rules of table. Yes, children. Wash your hands before sitting down at the dining table. Pull out your chair without making too much noise. Wait till the other family members and guests are seated. Open your napkin and put it on your lap. Let the dishes go around the table and serve yourself when a dish comes in front of you. Start eating when everyone else does. Keep your elbows off the table while eating. Chew with your mouth closed and don't talk with your mouth full of food. Wait until you swallowed. Don't make bad comments about the food. If you don't want to eat something, just say no, thank you. Say please pass the dish instead of reaching out for things across people. Talk to everyone at the table, but don't talk too much. Give others a chance. Don't make noises like burping or slurping. If you need to leave the table, say, please, may I be excused? Thank your host or whoever made the meal. Offer to help to clear the table. If you are at restaurant, don't talk loudly or misbehave. Don't run around or disturb the other dinners. Study the menu and ask politely for what you would like to eat. Please, may I have a mushroom and vegetable pizza? Be polite to those who are serving you. Remember, they are on their feet for hours during the day and are doing their best to make you comfortable. Hope you all understood the poem clearly and rules of the table. So children, whenever you go to hotel or your relative's house or your friend's house or at home, you have to behave well at the table. Okay, you should never misbehave at the table. Understand? So recite the poem. I know you don't have textbooks. Whenever you get the textbooks, recite the poem. Understand? So we will meet soon in the next video.